What's going on, everybody? My name is Austin Prevost, and I'm your host of the PV National Podcast. I know I've said it every episode pretty much, but we're still working on a name, trying to get this thing figured out. And welcome to episode 4 of our 5-episode educational series. And today we are going to be discussing homeowners who have solar panels on their house and they get affected by hail, why it's important, why at PV National we believe it's important to reach out to your electrical solar contractor first rather than a roofing company. Okay. So one of the biggest things that happens is after a hailstorm, there's a few major things that happen here in North Texas. One, it's an inevitability. Anywhere between 5 to 10 years, you're gonna have an event at your house. And statistics show you're gonna have to replace your roof due to hail damage. So when that happens, one, you're going to get a bunch of roofing contractors that are going to come canvassing and knocking your door, which is fine. There are great companies out there. That's how they generate their business. They have strong ethics from a sales standpoint, and they're trying to earn an honest living. But then there are a lot of companies out there that you have to be aware of when it comes to door knocking, canvassing, all that different kind of stuff, promising you covering deductibles, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's all fine and dandy when you don't have a solar system on your house. That's fine. You vet out a contractor, they got good reviews, all that stuff seems, on the up and up, fine. When you have solar panels on your house, and if you don't know how to vet your roofing contractor for the solar work, it can lead to delays, it can lead to a lot of extra costs, loss of warranties, and damage to your solar system. Okay. In the state of Texas, roofing contractors, they can contract out solar detach and reset work to licensed electrical contractors. What they cannot do is hire an unlicensed crew or let their roofing crew who does the shingles do your detach and reset. Unfortunately, in the current market in Dallas, Fort Worth, even Texas alone, a lot of the times what these roofing contractors or salesmen will tell you, hey, don't worry, we've got a guy, we'll do your detach and reset, we'll warrant it, everything like that. And they turn around and hire the roofing crew to do the detach and reset. All that does, whenever you just trust the words of a roofing contractor, I've got a guy to do it. All that really means in this business, and I know I'm going to be exposing here a little bit, all that means is that I've got the cheapest guy and I'm going to make the most money. That's when people say, oh, I've got a guy, he's great, they're the best. But they don't show you license information, they don't show you Google reviews, they don't show you website, they don't show you social media of that solar contractor that they're working with. That's when you know you've got a problem. And most likely, they're bidding out your solar detach and reset work to the lowest bidder where they make the most margin, they make the most spread, they make the most money, and it's at your expense. So that's why here at PV National, we believe that calling us first, if you have a solar system on your house, we have an extensive network with over 50 roofing contractors that we work with here in Dallas, Fort Worth, that we can certainly point you in the right direction, given the kind of feel and what you're looking for. Okay. And there's a difference between looking up and even if as a homeowner, you do have the sense to say, okay, hey, I've got solar panels and either my company's out of business, who originally installed my system, they're out of business, or the people that originally installed it, they're not getting back with me and I haven't had any communication. They've been really poor on service. If you have the sense to say, okay, I need to look at a solar contractor and I need to look at a roofing contractor because I've got a solar system that needs to be taken off and put back on, and I got a roof that needs to be replaced. If you have enough sense to do that, you don't really want to just go find like a solar company to do this. Okay. Here in Dallas, Fort Worth, there are so many solar companies that don't specialize in detach and resets. They, of course, if they've installed it before, they know how to take it off and put it on essentially, but they don't know all the little nitty-gritty details when it comes to communicating with insurance companies. That's a major one. Insurance companies massively underbid your detach and reset on a price So you've got to get a solar contractor that understands the insurance side of things as well, to make sure that we can fight on your behalf, to make sure that you are getting paid as much as you possibly can, to have the right qualified people to do your detach and reset, to uphold your manufacturer warranties, issue new labor warranties, all that good stuff. Okay. Most of the time, roofing contractors do not have PV National as a solution. There are over 10,000 registered roofing contractors here in Dallas-Fort Worth. Now, I don't even know the number in the whole state of Texas, but in Dallas-Fort Worth, there's 10,000 registered roofing contractors. Now, are we one of the biggest detach and reset contractors here in Dallas-Fort Worth? Sure, but there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of companies out there that do not do this portion of the insurance work properly. They're going to hire their roofing crew. They're going to hire the $100 panel guy, the $125 panel guy. Those are the people that your roofing contractors, if you do not vet properly, that's what you're going to end up with. I promise you. Just go food for thought. Go to Dallas-Fort Worth, DFW Construction Needs on Facebook. It's a public page. And just go type in, hey, I'm a homeowner in Anna. I've got 35 solar panels. I need detach and reset. DM me your price. There's going to be about 100 people, 120 people that are going to DM you their price between $100 and $150 a panel. And then there's going to be maybe 10 of those 100 to 150 companies like mine that are actually going to send you license information. They're going to send you warranty information. They're going to send you Google reviews. They're going to send you all this great stuff that you actually have to make an educated decision. So over 90% of the market here in Dallas-Fort Worth is low per panel price subcontractors when it comes to solar. And if you've spent anywhere between $30, $80, $90, sometimes $100,000 on a residential solar system, and you've got 40 or 50 panels, if you spend $100,000 on a system and you have 50 panels, in what world do you think taking them off, waiting for a day to do the roof, putting the new proper materials on, and reinstalling it would only cost $5,000? In what world is that reasonable? You should look at a $100 per panel price and run the other direction. I'm not going to call out any names, but I know contractors that have been advertising solar detach and resets at $100 a panel for the last 3 years, unlicensed, and they're just now getting their license information. So for the 3 years prior, 4 years prior, contracting out electrical work, they voided every single manufacturer warranty on every system they touched. I know this is, it may seem like I'm just kind of, maybe taking this a little too seriously or whatever. But I mean, when you look at our mission, it's to protect as many homeowners who've invested in solar as we possibly can. And that's why we think that, who do you call first? Roofer or PV National? You call PV National. I promise you, the roofing contractors that we work with are of the highest standard when it comes to customer service. 95% of our roofing partners have 5 stars on Google or more. If you go look at an average of all the roofing companies, there are so many roofing companies that are between the 3.5 and 4.5 star range. Just because of all the rumors that you hear about this business and people being shady and all that different kind of stuff. But here at PV National, our partnership network is so strong that we only partner with the best companies. So if you're a homeowner and you've been in this Anna storm, Melissa, Sanger, anywhere in North Texas for that matter, and you've got solar panels and you have not gotten your roof replaced, please call PV National first. I will get you with some of our best roofing contractors and let you make a decision on what you want to do. Because these roofing contractors we're going to put you with, they only use PV National to do their solar detach and reset work. Because that's the best way that they can serve their clients when it comes to houses that have solar. So if you've got solar, please call PV National. If you have got any questions about this, like, please feel free to reach out. I know this is getting a little like off camber here as far as like, sticking to the script, but I really just do feel like this is such an important deal where I just see over and over and over and over again homeowners and contractors alike getting completely screwed over by low, cheap, per panel price subcontractors who don't know how to run a business. They don't have any cash reserves. They don't have a way to service warranties. They don't have a way to really service you as a whole moving forward, right? Because as soon as you do that detach and reset and someone else touches your system, that labor warranty with the other company is gone. And if they're unlicensed, now your manufacturer warranty is gone, your labor warranty is gone. And these guys at $100 a panel, they do not have the money and the cash reserves to take away multiple days of troubleshooting, doing manufacturer warranty claims assistance, stuff of that nature to service you. They've got to get to the next project to keep their cash flow where they need it to stay afloat. So that's why we really do believe that PV National is such a fantastic solution. We're licensed electrical contractors. Our roofing partners handle the roof replacement. We have one network, one process, no confusion. If I put you with a roofing partner, they know exactly what our processes are. They know exactly how we work. They know the documentation. They know the scheduling. They know everything. We protect your investment. We include a warranty and our safety requirements, right? Like, we're going to make sure your system is producing, safe, efficient, and we're going to make sure that you're whole. But, if this is somehow getting you, I know we don't have a whole lot of viewers here right now on our podcast, but if somehow this hits you as a homeowner and you have solar on your house and you haven't yet made a decision on kind of how you're going to handle this whole roof replacement with your solar, please, 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 please reach out to us here at PV National. I promise you we'll put you in the right direction. All your warranties will be intact, and you're actually going to get a great product moving forward when it goes to ongoing service on your system. So, it really just does come down to that. There's, this industry is kind of like the wild, wild west. And, if you don't have people that are actually looking out for you and, and it's really, and sometimes it's hard to like discern that because trust me, I've been in sales for the last 6 years. Like it sounds kind of crazy to say, like, I know how to get people to kind of do what I want to do, but it comes from a genuine heart of service, which I know it's hard to determine that, but please, like, use your gut, use your intuition when you're choosing these contractors. And, we hope that if you do have a solar system that you would, reach out to us. Let us put you in contact with our roofing partners, and we'd love to be able to serve and take care of you. So I hope that answers all the, kind of a little bit of the confusion. And sometimes homeowners, when they've got a solar system, I know it's a point of contention. And that's what I train all of my roofing partners on. Whenever they are doing jobs that have solar on them and they're talking to homeowners at the door or they're canvassing and everything like that, they've got to understand that, homeowners and you guys have made serious investments into your system. And if it's not taken seriously, then a lot of these roofers can lose deals, and they don't, and in turn, we don't get to serve you, right? And so, we know at PV National that this is a point of contention during this process. So, we're here just to serve you guys as much as we possibly can. That's our mission, is to protect as many homeowners that invest in solar. So yeah, I'll wrap up with that. That was episode 4. Who do you call first? Roofer or PV National? Call PV National. We'll see you guys on the next one.